What is going on, my friends? Check it out. We gotta chop it up with the beast himself. Hello. And the man LP.
The mythical unicorn.
I love saying
We
that.
say it wrong every time.
Every time. We're very bad at Spanish.
Only get the coloso part right. Only get the coloso part right.
Dude, falafels sound really good right now.
Yeah. Okay, let's not do that.
Anyways, speaking of falafels, this chopping it up is basically just me us talking about like how your perspective changes when you're cutting, and like how calories, just dieting, chopping it up. We are at the Arnold right now, so this is uploading, but we are actually running around Columbus, Ohio. It's
in the middle of a cut.
45, 50 degrees, breathing smoke, meeting people, giving hugs to babies, giving kisses to babies.
Say what's up to CT.
What's up, CT?
What's up,
Giving
Mr.
kisses to
Tiana?
CT.
Giving CT kisses. So when I'm bulking, like the way I look at food is very like passive. Because like when I start bulking, I'm still in cut mode. But once I've bulked for like 6 months, and you start to just have like a lot of energy, lots of pumps, you notice that you need a lot of food. You can't really notice that you look different all the time because you've already like passed that cut or not cut stage.
Yeah.
So like for me, when I'm bulking, I'll eat foods that have like tons of sodium, like a gram of sodium for the whole serving, or like I'll eat stuff that has a decent amount of sugar because I'm just not worried about gaining fat as long as I'm not gaining tons of it. So like my mindset is like, oh, I'll just eat whatever as long as there's calories in it. Then as soon as I cut, like in the first 2 weeks, my whole mind flips the other way.
Yeah.
And like I'll look at things
really
and I'm like,
weird.
damn, there's 24 grams of sugar per serving in this.
Yup.
Holy crap.
For me, it's like how much I think about food changes. So when I was bulking, I didn't really think about food that much at all. It's like, oh, if we're gonna go out to eat, cool, yeah, let's go. We'll hang out. Okay, we'll get something to eat down there. But now it's like, oh, we're gonna go hang out. Okay, let me think about what I can eat when I'm down there. Like, what are my options?
Scientist. Let me get out my chalkboard real quick and
then it's like
squared equals
and then I think
greater
like,
than.
I'll think more about the times that I'm eating too. Like, okay, it's 8 a.m. Should I really eat 600 calories right now, or should I maybe push that back until 11 a.m.? So it's definitely like I think way more about food when I'm cutting, just because I want to make sure that I'm not going over calories. And now it's not something that's like overly ridiculous. It's just when I'm bulking, it's like it's not even a thought. It's just okay. Like obviously I'll make like I won't get like the double fried chicken 2 times a day if I'm bulking, but like I don't really think about it that much. You're like, oh yeah, I'll get that. Cool.
Give me a third layer of fry on that, please. Just fry that one more time, sir.
I feel like for me, I look at bulking as like manly lumberjack time. And cutting is like
fairy princess time, man.
It's princessy. I hate to sound callous, but it's kind of pussy. It's kind of like it's very like, oh, I got to get the calories.
Well, yeah,
sure. I don't want to retain too much water.
I can't eat that much calories. No, that totally makes sense.
You even go into workouts like, what's the littlest amount that I can have to sustain me through this workout?
That's
like,
true.
I'm having like 120 calories right now after my workout. Like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to having like whatever I want after a workout.
Anything.
A box of cookies. It doesn't matter.
And the thing that I think that even amplifies that is because like when I'll be hanging out with people that like know I work out every day, they're like assuming that I'm gonna eat more than them, right? And then when I'm cutting, I'm like eating way less, but I'm eating less than the people that don't work out at all, and they're just like, you're getting a salad? You're getting a salad right now? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, you know? And they were just like, and then it sucks because people almost think that you're judging them. If you go out to like eat with regular people that aren't working out every day, and they get like a chicken sandwich or even like a burger, and you get a salad, they're just like, what am I doing wrong? He works, it's just like, nah, it's, you know, like I feel like people look at you like, why are you eating so little? You work out all the time. But it's just like, you know,
or they've like seen you eat tons before, so they're like, oh, you're not gonna get a third plate of that?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I get that one too. People are like, oh, I thought you eat like 5,000 calories a day. And I'm like, that's just when I'm bulking. And then I cut down to like 2,400 at the end of my whole cut. But yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, you don't think about food when you're bulking because you're like, all right, like you wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm hungry. You just have whatever you want for breakfast, and then you're like, all right, now it's digested, I go work out. And then it doesn't matter that you blew like 1,000 calories in the morning because you were so hungry for breakfast. No. If you're hungry like right after the workout, then you have another meal. And then when you're hungry later at night when you're about to go to bed, you just have another meal.
Yeah, well for me, like I'm finding out a lot about myself on this cut. Like I'm at 3,000 a day right now. Last night, I had trouble eating at the end of the night because I didn't eat that food at the beginning. And I held it off till the end and I screwed myself.
Yeah.
And I ended up like, it made me realize how hard eating is for me again.
Yeah.
That's what it did. I was just like, oh man, I forgot about this.
I've been excited for you to cut for so long because this is gonna be your first like official,
so many people
full crazy cut.
Yeah.
And he's always been like, yo, yeah, like cutting will be so easy because I don't like eating food and stuff. And like, there's a certain point of like, yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, it's easy to not eat food. But then there's the other point where like you're saying, then you're all aware of food all the time. And then you're just like, damn, man, I wish I just had an extra 300 calories before I go to bed, bro. Like,
I love hitting that mark. Like last night,
perfectly?
16 calories above.
That's
the night before, 1 calorie above.
That's bullseye right there.
Like, dude, I'm anal, man. I'm like a mathematician all of a sudden now.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Have you changed how much you eat out at other places where you can't necessarily
are you kidding me?
measure the macros?
Yeah, no, I don't do that anymore.
Like you don't eat like Chipotle or sushi or something?
The technique that I have, it's kind of lame, but like I allow myself 1 meal a day. One thing in the day is allowed to be guesstimated. Like, so baby girl made like absolute full homemade pho. Like, no. You guys have had pho at our places. Blew it out of Forget that.
Blew its balls out of its ass.
You guys have seen us eat pho. We don't even know what you're talking about. Baby girl, oh my goodness. Anyhow, I couldn't calculate it. There's no way. There's no way I'm calculating that. And so, like, I'll allow myself 1 of those a day.
Yeah.
But it has to be, like, really sitting there and being like, that's legitimately probably this much meat. And that's legitimately probably, but I'm going to slowly cut that out. And eventually it's just going to be Tupperware.
That's how I am too. Like I'll do guesstimation meals right now. Like I'll still go to Chipotle here and there, and I'll be like, you know, it's probably between 800 to 1100 calories. So then I'll be like, I'll count it as maybe more towards a high guess. That way, if I'm messing up, I'm eating less instead of messing up and eating more. But yeah, then once I
for somebody like me though, that is terrible because if I undereat, I'm gonna lose a lot of my muscle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, shout out to Nick Berg. He showed me with something one time on Snapchat. He measured a Quest or something, a Quest bar, some protein bar, and he was like, dude, it says this many grams or whatever, and then look how much this thing weighs. And like he was like, look at the calorie difference. I'm like, whoa, it was a lot more. It was some protein bar. I was like, wow, I didn't even consider that. So then he gets you all paranoid, just scanning barcodes and actually trusting it. It makes you weigh everything.
Yeah, true.
And then it's just like, oh my god.
I think you're allowed legally a leeway of like a certain amount of calories under or over like the amount that you say is the serving size, just in case your machines cut it differently or whatever. So we kind of just have to like run with that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, that's why I tell people like, you know, you should try and count your calories as much as you can, but like, you're never gonna be perfect, even if you think you are like that. Or it even works with bread too. Like you can weigh out your bread that you put on a sandwich, and it will be way more sometimes, or way less. Like, so that's why it's like hard to be exact. So that's why I'm like, for me, like what I've been doing is I've been going to El Pollo Loco, and they have stuff that's like, you know, like chicken bowls and stuff. But what I like about them is like everything. I've gotten this chicken bowl like 3 times, and it's the same exact size every single time.
Really?
It's like the same stuff is in there, you know, the same amount of rice, the same amount of chicken, the same amount of broccoli every time. And what I've been doing is basically what Matt always does, puts in a huge thing of like spinach or lettuce or something and eating it. But that's been helping me a lot. It's like with Chipotle, you guys know how it is. It can be like 400 calories or it can be 1,000.
How much? No, is the kid a noob? Is the kid a noob that's working the counter? If he's a noob, he's gonna give you way too much because the manager hasn't told him to give people way too much food.
Yeah. So with El Pollo Loco, it's been kind of.
Or you get a stingy employee.
Or you being really nice to the person, and they can tell that you're doing it so you get a bigger meal, so they give you less meal.
Shout out to the boys at Santee Chipotle.
Oh yeah, they hook it up.
Always hooking it
They
up.
hook it up.
Always.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. And then as far as like something that I do when I'm cutting is I don't call it intermittent fasting because sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'm kind of hungry, so I'll eat a little bit. But I just push my calories back as far as I can into the day because I get paranoid. Like I like to have at least 1,000 calories by 9 o'clock, like at 9 p.m. so I can know what I can do with it.
I feel like it's not intermittent fasting.
I know, that's why I don't call it that.
That's like knowing what you do and then doing it.
Well, but sometimes it is like I don't eat until 5 o'clock the next day, you know?
What if everybody that was good at something just termed it being good at something and just doing what I do best?
I feel like you're not starving yourself.
Yeah, no. I'm not. No,
you know
not
what I mean? You're sitting there waking up being like, I know if I eat something now, I'm gonna want more food later. So you're just like, I don't know, it's weird.
So what I do is,
don't play with me. Don't play with my phone.
So I'll just kind of push my calories back, and when I'm bulking, it's kind of like whatever. You know, I'll eat breakfast. I'll eat.
Yeah. Well, when you're bulking, like it may even be difficult to eat all those calories at night. For me, it's never difficult. But like when cutting, though, I agree. It's so much nicer to have a majority.
I hate going to sleep tonight. I hate it.
Because I can.
Because then I wake up hungry.
Well, this is the when you're at home at night, usually you're not working or doing anything important anymore. You're at home, so you have lots of time to think. So if you've already eaten all your calories and you're sitting there editing a video and you're like, damn, I wish I could just eat a bowl of salad, and you already used one.
I never get cravings during the day. I never
because in the daytime you're doing things, right? You drive into the gym, then you're driving to the next place, you're taking a shower, you're like writing things down. So it's like you're busy, and then you're like, oh, I guess I could fit some food in there if I have to. But I'm so overwhelmed with like things I'm thinking about that I'm not even hungry. That's why it's easy for me. So I'll usually do like my little like fruit smoothie thing or whatever in the morning. So it'll be like 600 calories, and then I won't really eat anything except for an apple after the workout and cardio. And then it'll be like 8 o'clock when I start breaking my fast.
Like kind of fast.
Yeah, like my semi-fast. It's like semi-intermittent fasting. It's SIF. Wait, no, SIF.
Sith Lord.
SIF Lord.
Sith Lord fasting.
Yeah, that's definitely what I do. And then as far as like, I never, for some reason, I never drink calories when I'm bulking, and then obviously the same thing goes for when I'm cutting. It's just like, I will not drink my calories. And then, because pre-workouts, it says 0 calories, but they're almost every time it's not 0 calories. So I usually count those, like G Fuel is like 25 calories per serving. So like that's the only thing. Even with that though,
that's
I'm like,
the one thing I haven't been counting is pre-workout.
I've
been even counting little immunity seed packets. I've been counting those. I have not been counting pre-workout.
Your little vitamin C packets?
Yeah, everybody out there, if you're sick and you take those immunity little things, they have about 25 to 50 calories.
So, I mean, I never try and drink calories, but with pre-workout, I kind of like, okay, this is going to give me a better workout. For me, it does, so I kind of gauge it as like, okay, you know, that's kind of worth it. And then, like, maybe if I drink coffee, I'll put a little bit of almond milk in there. It's only like 10 calories, but I try and keep on it as much as I can, but I know I'm not perfect, so I don't, like, freak out over it, you know?
Yeah, the importance of being very specific and specifying how many calories and weighing everything out becomes much more important as I go throughout the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like at this point, like it's not exactly important for me to be perfect because the first week was maintenance. This second week is supposed to be just slightly under. So like obviously I don't want to blow the deficit, but like, you know.
Like right now I'm eating 2750, and like for some people that might be a lot of calories, for some people that might be not that much, you know. But for me it's like, I'm kind of hungry, like that's it. So it's not really that difficult for me. And then like I know as I get more into the cut, I'm gonna be thinking about food more. Like, okay, what can I do to get more volume out of my food? Sugar-free gel. If you've never done that, it's awesome.
Dude,
like, there's so many different things that you can do.
That's when the tips and tricks come out.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I need to figure out a way to make 300 calories feel like 3,000.
So we have so long to go. Like it'll go this fast, but at the same time, like it gets progressively more annoying each week, man.
I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited because even when I would like cut, like for the big master cut or whatever you want to call it, the super cut, I would do really good for 6 days, and then I'd have like a meal that I didn't really track or care about. That was just normal. It's not like I was going for a competition. So this is the first time that I've gone more than a week not having any sort of like cheat meal or refeed day or anything like that. It's just been on point, and it's really hasn't been as difficult. Like I said, I'm not super low in calories. It's not like I'm eating 22,000 calories, but I'm really happy with how it's been going.
I'm already to the point where I could not even fathom not counting something.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I'm only 3 or 4 days in, and I'm like, I was in the bank today, and I walked by a tray of cookies, and I was like, 50 calories, 50 calories, 50 calories, 50 calories, because I already knew.
Numbers everywhere.
And I knew if I took one, I could be like, 50 calories. My fitness pal. I'm getting that, it's getting that bad, man. It's getting real bad.
That's good. That's a great way to be. Like having that habit, like, just makes the whole thing so easy.
I literally didn't have my fitness pal on my phone. And then I had to download it, and I was like, oh crap, I don't have, because I got a new phone too, but I was like, oh, I need to download it, so I downloaded it. And like, it's like all new, there's like a paid thing, and I was like, I'm not paying for that. I'm absolutely not.
The person that got me so anal on counting calories, it was like this week actually, is watching Matt Ogus cut.
Oh yeah.
Very specific.
He wrote something.
His whole board has his weight loss by 0.0 number pounds.
He wrote something on Instagram or something, and it was just the way he explained it was just like, wow, you need to be precise. And if you're precise on everything, then the other things that you're not so precise on become easier to be precise on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this is easy over here. Now you got to work on this. Food was my weakness. Wasn't counting the calories.
Yeah, food is definitely your weakness. Food is probably the hardest part of this whole journey for you.
And for everybody though, food is like what messes people up every time. Like, you know, like if you like working out, that's not hard. You know, and if you're gonna be doing a competition, I would hope that you enjoy working out. You know? And if you're trying to cut, I would hope that you enjoy working out. So like that's what's hard is every time, you know, and trying to find that balance of okay, like how hungry do I want to be later? Like that's what I think about. It's like how hungry do I plan on being throughout the day, and that's just kind of like my main thought is like I honestly like I don't want to go to sleep hungry. That's what I think. That's how I
hate it, bro, and it's already happening. So I'm on 3,000 right now. I think you just got done being 6, so you're at 3,000 right now. You're at 2,750. I'm going down next week to 2,750, maybe 2,800.
What do I go down to next week?
It'll be like 2,750, maybe 2,750.
And I'm assuming I'll 2,650.
Oh, actually, we need to hear my weight before everything, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, as we go, we'll like manipulate it. But like, even with this many calories, this is why I'm saying it's gonna be tough. Even with 3,000 calories, I go to bed and I'm like,
I can eat another protein bar.
I want to eat some like wasabi peas or like some almonds. No.
I can eat some edamame.
What? No, I shouldn't. And then I'll go make like some aminos and chug it and then just be like, all right, go to bed. Go to bed.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I've been doing great. Like I just feel
It'll
awesome.
be fine for the beginning, man. And it'll get really
I feel
tough
like
for you.
like when I have workouts now, I feel like I can tell a muscle group to fire, and it fires. Because all that shitty, I feel like all that crappy food was like clogging the central nervous system or something. Like it was like not firing quick enough.
Cheeseburger in the way.
Now that it's like brown rice and chicken.
How do I do this fly?
It's all fat free and sodium free.
That's such a good point, bro. Seriously,
just
when I
moves.
start cutting, even before I like lose a bunch of weight or water weight or anything like that, like I just start feeling the pump better. I think it's like a couple things, but one thing I think that it is as you get more cut and you see more definition, because you can visually see how you feel instead of just feeling it, looking through it and then being like, oh, nothing's looking good. Instead you see like your triceps are coming out, your deltoid come out. Then when you're doing like the press as you're doing it, you're like, all right, I'm connected because you can visually connect to the
And it's just exciting too. Like I get more excited during my workouts when I'm like, okay, like look at all these veins. Wow, that's awesome. Like, and I'm like, cool, let's do something else to make them look even crazier, you know?
Yeah, and as you're going throughout the set, you're like, no, I'll do another 4 reps because like I can see my muscle already.
And I just feel better during the workout too. Because like sometimes when I was bulking, like I'd be so full of sodium, I'd just be like, oh, I feel like a water buffalo. Like I feel like I just look like a big water balloon right now. And like that's not how it is anymore. So.
Having the less calories and doing more cardio, I think it's been so much easier to breathe.
Yeah.
Like seriously, during my workouts,
And the cardio
I have so
too,
much more energy, even though I have less energy.
Yeah, definitely cardio. Like after I get done with cardio, I just feel like, okay, I'm glad I did that. You know, every time. Like
it makes you feel so on point.
Like I mean, obviously, right now I'm not like super looking forward to going and doing cardio for 15 minutes right after this. But I know once I'm done with it, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, I accomplished what I was set out to do. Okay, like during the 15 minutes, yeah, it sucks, but I find stuff to do. You know, watch YouTube videos. That's usually what I'm doing, or reply to comments, or make an Instagram post or something. I just keep myself busy. And
dude, wait until we're at the last maybe 2 months, and we're at like that 30 to 45 minute area per session.
Everything's gonna change, I'm sure. I hate cutting. I'm never gonna do it.
Dude, I've even gone to like 60 minutes before on one of my competition preps. Like so
that was
much
the first
cardio.
one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first one.
I don't remember that.
I actually went to 90 minutes for the last session. Yeah, bro. I was just on the bike, just like, what am I doing in my life? I watched full Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would watch some movies.
Full movies, bro.
Yeah, I would for sure.
But yeah, it gets pretty rough. It gets to turn into something that's not so fun to look forward to. But we'll all do like a couple cardio sessions a week. That'll be fun. Like,
I found a machine that will revolutionize everyone's life.
What's up, bro?
It's called like the G curve or something.
The G curve.
It's this treadmill.
Frog fitness.
It's this treadmill that's arched. It's arched like this. Right?
It's okay.
And the track sticks to the arch. So when you step up here, it's self-powered. When your weight hits it, it just immediately starts going. There's no, it doesn't plug in anywhere.
That's kinda cool.
And your momentum powers
awesome.
it. Supposedly 40% more fat burn on it. But
wow, amazing.
for me, it just powers your legs for you.
Yeah.
There's no stepping up step.
It's just ergonomic.
Like, you're just sitting there doing this, and it powers you into the next step.
Where'd you find this? Is that one of your 24s?
I'm not going to say what 24 because I don't want people to go there.
Nice.
But I think you guys both know which
I like it. I like it. I like the stairs personally because I personally cannot keep my pace the same as I go throughout my cardio session. So by having it control the pace, I just keep up and don't fall off the machine, and then I'm going that pace the whole time.
It's funny, like, that you like the stairs so much because I like them for like a completely. Well, I don't like them because you like them. Like I remember when I first started going to the gym, and this was before I started lifting and stuff. I used to like I would do the bike, I would do the treadmill, like just walking, and then I would do the elliptical. And I would see people on the stairs, and every time I would look at them, they were drenched, just sweating.
Yeah.
And I remember I went on there for like 30 seconds for the first time, and I was like, I can't do this. And like, so then once I started like, did like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and now like it's just my favorite thing. I think because I'm able to just set my phone down and just watch it.
Yep.
I'm just walking up the stairs. Because like on the bike, like I'll like mess up and like oh, and then like I have to keep going. And then on the treadmill, it's obviously like you can't even watch.
Yeah, the stairs you can put your elbows here and then do this.
Yeah,
whatever.
and then like on the treadmill, it is like more if you're trying to run, it's more on your knees and stuff. So I'd rather just
yeah, pound for pound, it's just for me, it's like the best cardio exercise. Like it gets my calves toned up, my hamstrings, my glutes going instead of like on the bike where I can just really only feel my glutes. I guess maybe a little bit my quads. But yeah, stairs are just good for me.
I've quite often noticed that anybody that like I see in like the bodybuilding world that competes and stuff, they almost always say Stairmaster. Yeah. They're always like Stairmaster for gains, period. Yeah. Like a lot of people. I'm not saying that, but
well, when you're doing that repetitive motion like that, I mean, each one is a quarter lunge, right? It's a quarter lunge of your own body weight, and you have to propel yourself up each step. And because you're doing it for aerobic activity for such a long time, you're actually recruiting a different muscle type. This is why some people like it. You're recruiting like muscle 2 type X, the very non-oxidative fibers when you're lifting, just doing a couple firing reps. But then when you're doing this long, arduous 30 minutes or whatever, and you're just doing it with air, with aerobic activity or whatever, you're doing type 1 muscle fibers, if I'm correct. So you're building 2 muscle fibers in the same muscle. So a lot of people think that it's like makes you more dense and it makes you a lot more thick. Who knows?
Big solid type.
Speculation. Big solid type, bro.
sounds like I'm gonna lay off the G curve.
Hey.
G-curve.
Kind of sounds. I think it's called a G curve.
G-curve sounds like it's what you would describe a booty as that's wearing a G-string. It's the G-curve.
It kind of sounds like a woman's
G-curve
sex
though.
It follows the G-curve, the G-string. Anyways, I just wanted to sit down, talk about dieting perspectives, and see
Talk about G curves.
Talk about G-strings, see how it's kind of like changed our perspective starting this cut, but then also just kind of throw out our thoughts and ideas like about a week and a half, 2 weeks into this cut, because I'm sure as we do these like sit down talks, like when we sit down at 6 weeks and haven't chopped it up, we'll have a whole.
It's just gonna be us yelling at each other like, Brian, I hate you, shut up, I don't want to do this.
trying to record, shut up! So I just thought it'd be interesting to like throw our minds out there right now, and then in about a month from now, we'll throw our minds out again, and a month again, we'll throw out our minds. That way you can kind of get each step of the process, you can kind of just get a raw, unedited look into our
opinion.
There you go. Opinion. If you haven't followed my brother, LP, link in the description.
Look at that luscious hair.
Below.
I mean,
look at it, it's beautiful.
It is pretty.
And if you haven't followed Obese the Beast, link also in the description below. These two boys are going to be stepping on stage with me June 11th. So make sure you follow them, are aware of them. If you want to come, freaking come and support or compete with us, it'll be awesome.
That'd be sweet.
Either way, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Team Beyond the Week. CT.
Lift heavy or die, MIRIN, mother.